former Emmerdale actress Charley Webb has spoken openly about the possibility of returning to the ITV soap, explaining why Debbie Dingle has not appeared during the major baby storyline involving Charity. The current plot has seen Charity agree to carry a child for her granddaughter Sarah Sugden and Sarah's husband Jacob. However, the couple remain unaware that baby Leyla is actually Charity's biological daughter, conceived after a brief encounter with Ross Barton. Although many viewers expected Debbie to return, given her close connection to the family drama, Charley has confirmed that there are currently no plans for her character to make a comeback. Speaking on the Live Laugh Luke podcast, the actress admitted that a return is not on the cards right now and suggested that the timing is simply not right. She explained that raising 3 children keeps her extremely busy, while working on a soap also requires a huge commitment. Despite ruling out an immediate return, she made it clear that she has not completely closed the door on coming back in the future. The actress also revealed that she has been approached several times about reprising the role, but each opportunity arrived at a time that did not suit her circumstances. Addressing the ongoing baby storyline, she acknowledged that many fans believed Debbie would naturally be involved in the situation. However, she reiterated that she is not returning to the show at present. Meanwhile, Charity has been facing a distressing situation involving local doctor Caitlin Todd. After discovering the truth about Leyla's parentage, Todd began pressuring Charity and using the secret against her. The conflict escalated dramatically when Todd's campaign against the Woolpack landlady took a dark turn, leaving Charity subjected to a traumatic attack. Ross Barton is set to find himself at the centre of another dramatic Emmerdale storyline, as he goes to extreme lengths to rescue his kidnapped brother. While many viewers are thrilled about Kev Townsend's return to the village, Ross has quietly emerged as an unlikely hero in recent weeks. From helping Sam Dingle reconnect with Lydia through dance lessons to supporting Laurel after her devastating discovery about Ray, Ross has repeatedly stepped up when people have needed him most. Now he faces his biggest challenge yet, when Lewis Barton is abducted on his way to the airport. Lewis had been preparing to join his boyfriend Vinny on holiday when his journey was abruptly interrupted by a mysterious kidnapper. Soon after the disappearance, Ross receives a chilling message warning that Lewis will only be released if a person named Penny is handed over. Confused by the demand, Ross has no idea who or what Penny is. Liam initially believes the police should be involved, but Ross persuades him to investigate further before taking that step. Their search leads them to Lewis's adoptive father, Jeffrey, but he is unable to provide any useful information. During their investigation, Liam drops a bombshell by revealing that Kev is actually Lewis's biological father. The revelation leaves Ross stunned, although he remains determined to bring his brother home safely. The situation becomes clearer when Kylie, the woman holding Lewis captive, confronts Ross directly. She explains that Lewis's freedom depends on Kev returning Penny, describing it as the most valuable thing she has ever known. Desperate for answers, Liam pressures Claudette into revealing Kev's whereabouts. Thanks to her help, they eventually locate him living a surprisingly quiet life, selling homemade cakes from a van. Kev appears completely unconcerned about Lewis's fate, and his dismissive attitude pushes Ross to breaking point. Furious, Ross lashes out physically in an attempt to force the truth from him. Eventually, Kev admits that Penny is actually a diamond he supposedly sold to a pawn shop years ago. Although he insists the jewel is gone forever, it later becomes clear that he has secretly kept it hidden around his neck. As tensions rise, Kylie sends another threatening message, making it clear that Lewis is running out of time unless the diamond is returned. Despite this, Kev remains reluctant to hand over the precious gem. Kylie reminds Kev of her years spent in prison and demands that the diamond be delivered before the day ends. Hoping to fool everyone, Kev claims he has managed to recover the stone, but Ross immediately suspects he is lying. Refusing to be deceived, Ross confronts Kev once again and knocks him to the ground. With Kev temporarily out of action, Ross tells Liam that he intends to use him as leverage in a final effort to secure Lewis's release. The question now is whether Ross's risky plan will succeed, and if Lewis can be brought home safely before it's too late. Emmerdale actress Isabel Hodgins has spoken about becoming a mother for the first time and provided an update on when fans might see Victoria Sugden back on screen. The star, who has portrayed Victoria for more than 20 years, recently stepped away from the ITV soap after welcoming her baby and is currently enjoying time away from the show. Speaking on the parenting podcast You Don't Know You're Born, with fellow Emmerdale actor Danny Miller and co-host Nigel Clucas, Hodgins reflected on telling the show's producers that she was expecting a child. She explained that one of her main concerns was ensuring her pregnancy did not disrupt any major storylines already planned by the production team. According to the actress, the amount of leave she would take was largely left up to her. She initially believed she would continue filming into the new year after discovering she was pregnant in December. However, producers decided to finish her scenes before Christmas, a decision she later appreciated. Looking back, she admitted the long commute between Manchester and Leeds had become increasingly exhausting during her pregnancy. When asked how she and her husband, Adam Whitehead, would balance childcare responsibilities once they both returned to work later this year, Hodgins admitted it would be a challenge they still needed to figure out. She revealed that her priorities have changed dramatically since becoming a parent. After spending 2 decades focusing primarily on her career, motherhood has completely altered the way she views life and work. Discussing her future on Emmerdale, Hodgins said she has not yet decided exactly when she will return to filming. She explained that, ideally, she would like to be back around September. At that point, she expects to begin juggling work commitments, family life, and all the challenges that come with being a working parent. Victoria's departure from the village came earlier this year after she killed John Sugden in self-defense and later found herself being blackmailed by Joe Tate. Seeking a fresh start, she left for Portugal with Henry, although she assured her brother Robert that she would eventually return home. Former Emmerdale star Adam Thomas has shared a funny real-life story involving a local shopkeeper, joking that he was robbed during a recent visit to a convenience store. Speaking on the latest episode of the At Home with the Thomas Bros podcast, alongside his brothers Scott and Ryan, Adam recalled an unexpected incident that left him both surprised and amused. The actor explained that he had stopped by a nearby shop to buy some sweets for his children. After paying for the items, he glanced at the card machine and was shocked to see a charge of £100 displayed on the screen. Naturally confused, Adam questioned the shop owner about the amount. According to the actor, the shopkeeper jokingly replied that Adam didn't need the money because he had recently appeared on I'm a Celebrity. "Get me out of here." Although the pair often joke around with one another, Adam admitted he was caught off guard by the situation and wasn't quite sure how to react at first. He laughed that if he hadn't checked the card machine carefully, the shopkeeper might have got away with taking the full amount. However, Adam was quick to point out that the man regularly gives his children free sweets whenever they visit, leading him to joke that perhaps the extra charge was simply a way of recovering all that money. After telling the shopkeeper not to push his luck, Adam avoided the store for several weeks before eventually returning. When he finally went back, the shop owner immediately apologized and explained that the whole thing had been intended as a joke. He assured Adam that he never meant to upset him and had been waiting for the chance to return the money. Adam admitted he felt guilty after hearing the apology and even considered telling the shopkeeper to keep the cash because it was never really about the money itself. The story took an even funnier turn when Adam revealed that he ended up giving the shopkeeper his bacon roll and croissant. His brothers found the gesture hilarious, joking that he must be the only person capable of rewarding someone after nearly being overcharged by £100. Emmerdale is broadcast every weekday at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to watch on demand via ITVX.